Okay, well, I was on my way up to a different pool, which I'll get to after this I suppose, but I just stopped to have a look here because I've caught a few decent sized fish here in the past, and I've just saw maybe 3 fish taken off the surface, so I'm going to stop here, just have a few casts and see what's what. I know there's a bigger fish on the other side of the tree, but there's one there, there's one just there it is, there's one a little bit in front of that and slightly to the left, so I'm going to try and get that one so I don't spook what's there, so, and of course try not to fall in again. There's another one, that's the one I was saying there, that was one of, yeah, there's quite a few fish. I've walked right into a big patch of silt and mud here, so just give me a moment to get out of this. I can see some gravel there in front of me, so I'll try and get onto that. There we go. As always, little Greenwell's Glory debarred on it, because it's Sunday today, it's on a 6x 9-foot leader. We can only use breaking strain of 3 pound and below on a Sunday. Normally I use a 5x, but today I'm fishing slightly lighter. Doesn't make much difference, it's just the rules, so there you go. Right, so I think the fish further up there is the biggest of what's here. That one there looks to be probably kind of ½ pound, 3/4, hard to tell. But there's definitely a bigger fish up there. I know this because I caught one here last year. It weighed around 3.5, maybe 4 pounds. So unless that's moved on or been taken, it's still in here somewhere. Or who knows, maybe it's even got bigger. Got one. Oh, lost it. Bugger. That felt like a decent fish, so that was probably a little bigger than I thought it was. I saw a fish rise up there in front, and I took my eye off for just a moment and let my line go slack. Rookie error, really was, so there's no point in targeting that one for now, so I'm going to target the one a little further up, which almost caught a tree. Yeah, that's a bigger fish there. But at least I know they'll take the fly I'm using. So there's one just in front and to the right of the one I just missed there. That's kind of on top of it, that's pretty much where it come up. And there's the other one, maybe 10 feet in front. So again, I'll try for the closer one first, so as not to spook that one. Got it. Oh, that's just a little one. Yeah, that's only a little kind of 1/4 pounder maybe. Oh well. Oh, unhooked itself. Again, everything's barbless, so there's no trouble with getting these fish unhooked. Often they do it themselves. Save me the trouble. So there's the blank saved. Now let's move a little further up. I don't want to move too much now. I've got a nice kind of solid gravel patch to stand on, which feels secure, but all around me is silt and mud, so I'm very cautious of that. one wrong step and I could find myself knee deep in mud. The wind's got up again. In mud that hasn't been disturbed for years. And I made that mistake last year trying to cross just up at that tree there, in fact, where I stood on what looked like a big grassy bank but turned out to be a deposit of mud and effluent from the fields, and it was awful. it was stinking. I couldn't get the smell off. I couldn't get the smell off for about 2 days. Again, that's just another little one. So the big ones are still in here, but I'm not getting them. Oh, that one's quite balletic. It's putting up quite a fight. That's got wrapped around one of its fins, that's why I'm going to get the net for this. So that's slightly bigger than the last one. We'll give that half a pound. Off you go. Yeah, this time of year they're being incautious because they're trying to bulk up, so they'll really snatch at anything, which is lucky for me, you know, because as you can see, sometimes I'm really sloppy in my casting and presentation. But in days like this, where there's just enough wind, and got one. That feels better, although I think it's just another small one diving down deep. I don't think it's noticed me yet. It's coming towards me. Now it's seen me. There it goes. It's not happy about that. Not happy about that at all. Oh. It feels as if I've got this. Not a big fish, but there's something on the line as well. Nah, again, they fight so hard to get themselves tangled up. Now again, that's slightly bigger again. So I'm not catching the big fish, but they are getting bigger. So we're going to give this one easy a pound. There's easily a pound on this fish. Right, give me a second, I'm going to have to go into the side here to unhook this. So there you go. That's a good fish. And it goes and away. Right, so apologies for the wind again. It's got ridiculous now, I can barely cast at all. So we've got a complete change of tactics. Look at that. How are you supposed to fish? Now that's pretty much on top of it. So let's see. Of course I would change to a wet fly just as they start. Oh, got it. There we go. I was about to complain that I've changed to wets as they're taking on dry. But, lost it. Ah well. At least that was something for all that effort. Never mind, I'm going to leave this pool anyway because the wind's getting up so strong that I've caught myself on the wrist twice now and I've got 2 little cuts, and I'm going to quit before it gets any worse. Then we'll move back downstream to where it's a little more sheltered. Right, so this is the first of the 2 faster seams I want to fish. You can see it starts just there, comes all the way down to maybe, what's that, 30-40 yards down, so it's quite a big seam. So again, all I'm going to do, I'm no expert in nymphing, but there's a fish moving, so that's a good sign. I'm just going to, I'll target that one actually while I'm just getting my line out and stuff. I'm no expert at nymphing, it's not a method I generally use, but so I tend just to throw my line. Oh, caught it, there you go, straight away. So I'm no expert at nymphing and catch on my first cast or second cast. Alright, well, as an expert on nymphing, what I tend to do is just let the river do the work for me. Now we have a slight problem here with this water being so fast. That fish is taking me for a bit of a ride. It's not particularly big, but in that fast water I'm not having much joy controlling it. Just let it tire itself out. I think that's it, finished. That's it, done. There we go. Just as soon as I said that, I got one. So at least I know my combination works. That feels like quite a decent little fish. Oh, get out of the rocks, out of the rocks. Come on now. I don't think it's a very big fish, but as is typical of these wild river fish, they do put up quite a fight. Oh, it's down into the rocks there, can't have that. There we go. Ah, there we go. Ah, thank goodness for that. That was... So I'm just gonna, let's have a wee look. Settle now. Oh, my fly's out. Odd. Right, it's taking the big stupid daddy long legs thing that I put on just as an indicator. So give me a wee second here and I'll come back. So there we go. Wee half pounder, quite a wee fat one. Not very long, but it's a wee fatso. So in we go. Thanks for playing. And it swam right back towards me. Well, I think I'm going to knock it on the head because it's getting a wee bit late and it's been a frustrating day right up until that point. As you can see, the water's really still, really calm. I'm surprised I caught that one, but I think, what's that, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fish for the day I think, so I think that's probably enough. Okay, Jerry and Rasta.